Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for August. I do apologize for the delay in getting this out to you, and so because you've been so very patient, Sagittarius, I added an extra deck that I'm going to incorporate into your monthly reading. And so keep in mind, energies, characters can be swapped around. This could have already happened since we're already almost midway into August. It could be happening right now, or it could happen in the near future. Please only take with you the messages that resonate, leave behind the rest. This is going to be for any major Sagittarius placements, like your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Jupiter, or even your North Node. And so if this message does not resonate, then check your other signs and placements. It was interesting because I've really taken a step back, and you were the first energy I knew I was getting back into when I was ready to finish off the zodiacs. And I've recently quit smoking, and so that's what was really in my head as I was getting into your energies. I've meditated on the messages that need to come through for the Sag Collective, but I feel there's something that you need to quit. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it is what I kept hearing as I was getting grounded into the energies. And so what came through in meditation is it's never too late to start something new, but you got to quit something first. I do feel like you're headed towards this dream destination. It was a really good energy. So I kind of feel this need to reflect on your values. I also felt like this certain nostalgia in the energies. Maybe when it comes to some past memorable moments with some relationships. It just felt good, but I also felt like a moment of realization, like a self-realization. And joy. I felt this insurmountable joy, Sagittarius. So I just feel like the joy of living is what's bringing forward a lot of happiness for you, Sagittarius. And maybe you've recently just kind of released a whole bunch of material possessions, knowing that, hey, it's not really about the material. It's about what makes you truly happy. And so maybe the quitting energy, quit it, is stemming around like a bad environment. And I do feel like this reconsideration for some new goals for your life. I just feel like this quit it energy is attached to this quick departure. I kept being shown the Knight of Swords. I feel there's going to be a quick departure from a situation or a relationship or something of the sort, where you just don't share like the same goals or aspirations, or maybe it's just a cutting of the cords when it comes to some memorable moments from the past, something that you just need to quit, maybe quit looking back at something. But I do feel you are going to be put to the test. We are like sitting in the Lionsgate portal energy as I'm recording this. And so we're in a very powerful energy of manifestation right now, Sagittarius. So I do feel like you are being like ushered. It's like they were ushering you into a brand new direction is what it felt like. So stop worrying about the future and just enjoy the present moment. So I also feel though this needing to work through any mixed feelings before deciding where you're going next. But I do feel you're being ushered into a brand new cycle. And so I do feel like a quitting or a releasing of something that's been stagnant, whether it's a partner or, you know, a friend situation, a work situation, a home situation. And once that is done with, once you quit it, you're going to just have this new restorative energy when it comes to passion and magic being alive in your life. So let's jump in with the cards, Sagittarius, and see what else needs to come through. I am using my tea leaf oracle deck. It is such a big deck. So I'm like, we're going to see what needs to come through with this deck first. So messages for Sagittarius, Moon Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And so family matters, major challenges to overcome. There is a parting of the ways, and that's that quit it energy. Quit it, quit it, quit it. So I'm going to show you what we got here. So we get the mountain. And so mountains are challenges, insurmountable major challenges. Maybe you've already overcome these challenges. Something about being on top of the mountain on top of the mountain. And then we get the seahorse. And so seahorse to me, I always feel a little bit of luck, right? I think seahorses are one of the most fascinating creatures in the water. I just find them to be so cute. This card is talking about family matters. And when I think of the sea, I think like the depths of maybe understanding some emotional patterns within your family. Maybe this is the parting of the ways when it comes to a marriage or a partnership. Divorce. Maybe this is maybe your parents divorced, and this has really created challenges in your life when it comes to increasing material wealth or having a healthy relationship. I do feel like these negative forces working against you, and so you could have been in the depths of integrating a lot of shadow aspects. We've got a lot of shadow feminine energy that's been coming up this month within the astrology, and so this could be maybe your own expectations working against you. You could have an external person working against you, but this is the energy of cut it out, right? Quit it. Like it's time to cut something out that really has created major challenges, maybe surrounding some family matters. But I do feel there is this parting of the ways. Whether it's a romantic partnership or a business partnership or a parting of the ways when it comes to certain family members. But I do feel this is going to bring in an opportunity. Maybe there could be a death in the family, which could bring in an inheritance or a windfall of some sort. But I do feel like with the goldfish and the carrot, orange, sacral chakra. So something is going to reinvigorate your creativity this month. I do feel an unexpected influx of money, and this is going to help you enhance your spiritual growth, but you do want to be careful. I do feel somebody is leaving your life, and maybe the person that's leaving your life is trying to get their claws into you. Maybe somebody's going to try to get their claws into you when it comes to a financial windfall that you will be receiving. But I feel as somebody parts out of your life, somebody new will be entering. So it's like out with the old, in with the new, and you are needing to defend yourself when it comes to a certain situation. But I feel love, romance, and whatever problems and challenges you had to overcome, I do feel overcoming them. So you might even be mending a bridge when it comes to parting of ways with somebody in the past. Maybe there was an ending in the past. But I feel this brand new energy, something brand new is coming into your life. So let's jump in with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Wow. Contract and Mastery. So you're reaching the completion of a powerful life lesson. And so they're showing me the World card. And so that's connected to all of the fixed signs. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. So you might want to pay attention to those placements in your chart as well, Sagittarius. But you're reaching the conclusion of a powerful life lesson. And I do think this is around some family ancestral matters. I think you've gone through a processing of deep spiritual healing and you're ready. So I do feel you're entering into a new soul contract here. A mutually beneficial soul contract, but there is something that still needs to be cleared. There's still some greater awareness coming before you can enter into this new soul contract. So let's see what other messages need to come through for you, Sag, with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node triggering. The triggering just landed on the axe and the claw. You will be put to the test, and I felt that in meditation. You're going to be put to the test when it comes to a certain situation that is stemming around some old family patterns with yourself, with others. And so get ready for some negative behavior, maybe to be triggered to the surface. And this is going to test you to see if you're ready to correct it at this time. I do feel, yeah, somebody's trying to get you to do something maybe you don't want to do. But you're coming out of a period of void. The void came out in reverse. So you're coming out of a period, I feel, of introspection. They're showing me the Hermit reverse. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Have strong Virgo in your chart. There is a need to protect your energy. The obstruction is similar to the shield. You need to protect yourself. So energetic boundaries, physical boundaries, emotional boundaries might be necessary at this time. You might feel the need to defend yourself, and maybe with some family members. But whatever challenge is coming up, it is to trigger you to overcome some limitations this month. And so I do feel protection, but you are finding a solution. So this is the energy of you've been in the void, you've been in the vast void, where things have been shifting below the surface. And so this is a very significant month for the entire collective. And I do feel as things kind of have been working below the surface and you've been shifting your perception, letting everything kind of just be in a state of aloneness, you've been mastering a lesson, coming to the conclusion. And I do feel you are like a spiritual teacher. I do feel you're encouraged to embrace this evolution process. This lesson, I feel, is like a gift, right? When we learn a major life lesson, when we go through a deep-seated period of healing and understanding our patterns and understanding our shadow and integrating all of these repressed, denied aspects of self, Sagittarius, it's a gift, right? And then we've mastered this part of our human experience, and then we can step into being that teacher for others who are experiencing this aloneness. And so this is carrying like a Five of Pentacles energy, right? Which is the energy of lack, abandonment, feeling out in the cold. And so whatever life experience you're coming out of, you're stepping into a newfound sense of warmth, right? And when we're in the void, when we're all alone, hermit, right? This is where we find peace from within. And that's also where the teacher comes in, right? The hermit holds immeasurable spiritual wisdom, right? And so when we understand that we are this loving, centered being from within, loneliness is never there. So maybe that's part of the teaching experience. But I do feel your dream destination, your dream destination is you stepping into your greater purpose, maybe a teaching path, maybe you're a healer, a psychic, an intuitive. They're showing me the Hierophant now, but you're encouraged to explore some new teaching modalities as you kind of really embrace this journey to your higher self. I think you're ready to seek some more knowledge, and you're really ready to start shining your light to help others find their light. This is really beautiful, Sagittarius. Let's jump in with some tarot and let's see what other messages need to come through there. Oh my God, see? Breaking free from old, outdated structures, beliefs, and patterns, right? And so this to me is saying dark night of the soul. You've been in the dark night of the soul, upright, right? Would be the void upright, where you kind of got to sit in this bubble of inner introspection. It's kind of like she's in the womb, right? She's naked in a bubble of water in the womb, and at any moment the swords could burst this bubble, right? So breaking free, something, we got Jupiter energy here, and so we do have Jupiter in Taurus right now, and Jupiter is going to be going retrograde in Taurus, and Taurus to me is the Hierophant. It is our traditions, our family patterns, our family behaviors. It is our religious background, our programmed beliefs. And sometimes we can't really see our own personal beliefs because of this core wounding, right, Sagittarius? And so breaking free from a core family wound. And maybe during this period of introspection, there's been communication blocks. Maybe you've been going within and not wanting to talk to anybody. But I feel this newfound passion. I feel like you're ready to try one more time, and you're breaking free from an old way of being, coming out of the dark night of the soul, where you go through that period of deep inner introspection. Yeah, so coming out of some old family patterns, and maybe you have had to lose it all. Maybe you gave up all your material abundance because you were seeking more out of life. And so this is Virgo energy and Mercury. So we do have Mercury in Virgo right now, and it is going to be going retrograde at the end of the month. And so we're kind of in the post or the pre-shadow retrograde period. And so Virgo, Mercury and Virgo, it likes being there. That's magician energy. So I feel you're manifesting a whole new family legacy is kind of the energy that I'm feeling with these cards today, Sag. So let's do a 9-card spread for you. Let's see what else needs to come through for my Sagittarius collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. The Hierophant, faith. So you've prayed for something. So that is also connected to the Jupiter and Taurus. We also have Uranus and Taurus aspecting Venus retrograde. And so, wow, a major breakthrough when it comes to your beliefs. The Hanged Man in reversed, Pisces, Taurus, Pisces, Neptune. We also have Pisces in Neptune retrograde, and we're breaking free from illusions. And so I do feel a shift in perspective. This is surrounding the heart. There could have been blocks on the heart. This could be a higher heart awakening along with a purge. The 10 of Swords in reversed. The Knight of Cups in reversed. I like it. The Empress, Taurus, Libra. This is reaping a harvest. This is dream destination. There's that breaking free from family matters, perhaps. The 9 of Cups in reverse, and we got victory. So this is overcoming these major challenges, right? That's that mountain. You've succeeded. You're coming out on top. Definitely something to do with that Leo energy, Jupiter, and you're expanding, I feel, your whole beliefs right now. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Queen of Coins. So this to me is... this is the last queen we integrate before we get to Empress status, right? She's probably the most mature, grounded, stable, nurturing, and loving queen, right? She can do it all. She runs a business. She runs the household. She cleans the house. She takes care of the kids. She can do it all. I do feel somebody made a bad judgment call. I think you're this Empress, Sagittarius, this Queen of Coins. Somebody made a bad judgment call. Yep. I do feel somebody made a bad judgment call with you. Interesting. Yeah, somebody I do feel wasn't willing to invest. You were pre-Empress status, I feel, and somebody overlooked you. And I do feel that was a very foolish decision. So, this is interesting. Bad judgment call. I do feel you're no longer looking back at the past. I do feel in the past there could have been an opportunity for some type of commitment, but there was a parting of the ways. I do feel somebody was afraid to invest. Somebody was afraid to go all in. Maybe it was a Pisces. It doesn't have to be, and I do feel this led to a major heartbreak. Maybe it left you at rock bottom. Maybe it pushed you into this new direction. There is a need to address some past betrayal, some past heartbreak. Maybe somebody stabbed you in the back. 10s are completion. 10s are endings. We got 2 10s here, both of them in reversed. So I do feel there could have been denial of a missed opportunity. It's kind of like the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reversed. It very, very well could have been a huge missed opportunity for wish fulfillment. And maybe you had to overcome a deceptive situation. I do feel Pisces energy. Pisces with all of the cups. The 9 of Cups. The Hanged Man reversed. Maybe you held on to something for a long time when it comes to a past betrayal. But I feel you're ready to just step into this new destination. You're ready to overcome all of these challenges. And I feel like you don't want to look back at the past anymore. Is what it's feeling like. You could have been dealing with a smiling liar. I feel somebody here that really, might have sold you a dream. Maybe you were dealing with a future faker. And I do feel you had a lot of love in this situation, but you're coming out victorious. And I think somebody wants to come back from the past that moved on from you, right? Because they didn't learn their lesson. So now we get the World reversed, the Ace of Cups reversed with the 6 of Swords reversed. I do feel you were dealing with somebody that maybe sabotaged a connection with you. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And there is going to be a new outlook. Maybe this person wants to come back around. But I do feel like you've learned your lesson. I do feel get ready for something to unexpectedly show back up. that you've made peace with and you've walked away from. You're good. You're grounded. You're not going to see this coming. And this might be an outpouring of emotion where somebody is saying, hey, I'm at the crossroads now. And I see where I messed up and I didn't take action. Maybe because they were stuck in an illusion of their own mind. But I do feel we're at a major pivot point here. We're at a crossroads, right? I do feel there's been blocks on the heart. This does need to be addressed. I do feel there's a choice between two paths. And I don't think any choice will be bad. I think either choice will lead you to a lot of emotional abundance. But there might be a need to address a past situation where at one point in time, maybe you thought it was wish fulfillment. There could also be somebody here that's been struggling with addictions, which created a huge emotional block on the heart. But then we get this Hermit. So somebody's thought a long time about this. There's that spiritual teacher about bringing something back from the dead. Or maybe it's taken you a long time to go through this rebirth process and to come out the other side. But there's that Knight of Swords. There's going to be an unexpected departure. It's time to quit it. What are we quitting here, right? Maybe quitting this self-sabotaging behavior. So I do feel a water sign could be coming back from the past that really made a poor judgment call. So let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Let's see what this Knight of Cups has to say. It's also a timing card, and I don't really get much of a timing with that. Oh my God. Tree of Life. So that's like a Kundalini activation. Queen of Wands in reversed. King of Cups. We could have had somebody that was dealing with a karmic that's now activated some type of life force energy. This Queen of Wands reverse is jealous, possessive, controlling, angry. We could have a catalyst here that is activating somebody in the heart chakra. More water. I do feel maybe somebody had to close out a connection with a karmic. This is stemming around family matters, childhood patterns, unhealthy childhood patterns, and withdrawing from a situation, a loveless situation. This could go either way. We could have a masculine maturing. We could have a masculine growing up, bossing up. There's love here, though. But I feel there's been a lot of denying of this love. Scorpio could be dealing with a Scorpio. I do feel this unexpected tower, somebody coming back from the past that left you out in the cold, and you moved on. You moved on. You learned the lesson, and now they are coming back. Let's clarify the Empress. I do feel harvest time. Well, we get the Page of Cups in reversed, the Star reversed, the Sun reversed. I do feel it took you a long time to heal from this situation. I do feel, yeah, that's the truth. You were probably dealing with somebody that maybe played you in the past. And maybe you spent a lot of time in the dark night of the soul alone healing from this. And you've stepped into your worth. You stepped into your value. I feel you stopped waiting around for an apology. You've realized it was hopeless. And maybe you just kind of surrendered to the fact that this just wasn't meant for you. It just didn't work well, right? Sometimes people just don't work well. I do feel you've manifested an opportunity for some type of union. The doorway portal is open for some type of union. And I feel like what I want to say is you get to decide. I feel the second you release hope of somebody returning is the second things kind of shift. But I do feel there needs to be some type of confession surrounding some third party, some lying, some cheating, some stealing. And somebody is coming back because their life is a train wreck. Everything in their life is crashing down because they've been living a lie and denying this truth. And I feel like they've withheld this truth for a long time, but there was something activated here. Some type of Pandora's box is opened. And get ready to make a big time decision here. So definitely could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer. I feel strong water, Sagittarius for some reason. But I feel you get to decide. I feel this is a no. I don't think you're ready to give up your independence. I feel, you're going to listen to this person, but I kind of feel this energy of like, no. No, you had your chance. You didn't see my worth. You didn't see my value. You chose another option. It was a bad judgment call, and I just feel this energy of no. Let's get you some crystal stone deck messages. Let's see what else is going on when it comes to this situation for August. But I do feel overcoming a problem, and so this person might just be coming back for closure. But I do feel you've already kind of created that closure for yourself. But I just feel like love is in focus. We get pyrite. What I just heard was fool's gold. Fool's gold. So yeah, I think you were the bling. You were the gold. You had confident vibes, and somebody went towards some fool's gold. And this was a major heartbreak. This was a betrayal. And I feel maybe you slept on your potential for a long time, waiting for something to come back around. But I just feel you've recentered. Something about the solar plexus. And so you've taken back your power. Remember that vibrant energy I felt in the beginning? Quit it, quit it, quit it. Quit looking back on the past. I feel you've met somebody new and you're going on a new romantic getaway. There could have been kids in the mix with this, but I feel like something about the past was really shrouded in a lot of dark matter. Because somebody went towards fool's gold and they weren't willing to trust their heart and to feel all of the feels when it comes to the connection that they shared with you. And so I just feel like now this Empress energy, let's face it, the Empress is constantly lusted after. So, the Empress is definitely lusted after because of the sparkle, the rainbow, the shine, the unconditional love that the Empress vibrates at and radiates. And so I just feel like you've got new rules for your life now, Sag. You've got new rules, and you won't vibe with anybody that's not heart-centered moving forward. I do feel maybe in the past you did lower your standards. You know it's time to get moving. I do feel a new relationship, but there is some type of energetic block when it comes to something from the past, maybe not wanting you to move on. So I do feel this person is potentially going to come in and try and waste your time again, is what it feels like. But everything is kind of coming up all rosy for you. Like they're showing me roses. So that's romance. That's love. Everything is coming up roses for you, Sagittarius. I do feel for a long time you were against opening up your heart again. But I do feel you're ready. Because I do feel this person had you begging the universe for answers. This person maybe left you at rock bottom and it left you questioning what to do with your life. But I do feel like you're ready for something real. I do feel you're rapidly moving in a new direction to a more beautiful place, your dream destination. We get howlite and argonite. And so this person might have really done a number on your head. And I do feel a clean slate. The energy is bringing forward a clean slate. But you're going to have to discern what it is exactly that you want to focus on. Do you really want something from the past that probably left you in a prolonged period of grieving, questioning why? I just heard minimalist. Have you recently purged a lot of material things out of your life and you're now like a minimalist? Side note, I think that might just be a side note. But I just feel like I see the letters DM. There could be a divine masculine energy coming through. There could be a divine masculine that is requesting a meeting with you. But I feel like this has really done a number on your head. Meditation. You're going to really want to be centered when it comes to choosing a path. Because I do feel you kind of got a little bit of a shell on because of a past clusterfuck is what it kind of feels like and looks like. But I do feel you're ready to step out into the spotlight. I do feel somebody needs to square it up with you, though, that maybe did you dirty in the past. And retrograde energy is in full force. We're in the retrograde peak of Venus retrograde, and that does bring back people from the past to close out cycles. And like I said, I think you've learned your lesson, and so somebody hasn't, so they kind of come back. And I do feel this is a shift in beliefs. You're going to really want to find a sustainable balance, because this is going to really teach you a lesson of speaking from the heart with Amazonite, and that is linked to the throat chakra. So I do feel you're like this brilliant light, right? And you've reformed your foundation is what I feel. And somebody's avoided this process. But I do feel maybe somebody kind of hit you below the belt. Maybe this isn't going to come back around until Mercury goes retrograde. Pay attention to the Virgo in your chart. I do feel the Mercury retrograde is likely going to have a major impact on you this retrograde. But somebody is finding the courage to speak their truth. And this is definitely about some deep inner child healing. So I do feel somebody that's avoided a real heart-to-heart talk with you is about to kind of lay it all out on the table. But the current you're on, I just feel you just want to let it be. But I do feel there's a whole new universe out there waiting for you to go make it happen, and that's what you're ready to do. So this was a lesson for you, a big lesson in learning to be your own mama, learning to nurture yourself. Chrysocolla, beautiful stone, by the way. But I do feel, yeah, you were in some type of entanglement, or dealing with somebody in an entanglement, and somehow you got dragged into this, and it betrayed you. But I do feel like it brought back a lot of remembrance when it comes to healing some childhood wounds. And I do feel you had to work through a lot of complex fear-based thoughts and shadow aspects. But I feel, you're dealing with somebody that, maybe they did have a lot of love for you, but they could never find the right words to fully express that. And they really made you feel small and emotionally vulnerable. But I do feel you've got this. You've got this. So let's get you a couple last messages from Spirit. That was the bonus deck, was the Crystal Stone deck. Oh my God. 2 energies of partnership. So partnership requires compromise, an open mind, and a loving heart. And maybe that was the lesson. I don't think you were dealing with somebody that was willing to open their heart to you fully and really open their mind to you. And there was a lack of compromise. And so releasing something lesser for something better is what I'm feeling, because a divine partner is on your path. And this will be a love like you have not known before. And so we can't step into unconditional love until the ghosts of the past kind of get all the way cleared out, right, Sag? So let's see what else needs to come through for you. Definitely the Empress reflects on values. We're going to leave it at that. One came out. Heal the past. Enjoy the present. Embrace the future. So there is some healing of the past taking place. And I do feel you have been enjoying the present, which is bringing the past back for completion, so you can fully embrace the future. So get ready to really recapture that vitality that I felt. And so somebody's finding their bravery to close this out. And what you need to do, meditation, center yourself, because there are obstacles and you will get through this. And that's kind of what I got for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.